Hello, good morning. Today we are going to study software testing unit 2 session 9. In the previous topic we have studied the concept boundary value analysis for coding, and the same way you are also going to apply on input screen designs where you are going to change the conditions and you are going to identify the valid and invalid input for that particular requirement. Now in today's session you are going to study state graph testing. State graph testing means take a particular requirement, and for that particular requirement you provide different inputs, and based on that different input it is going to give different outputs. So based on the input, now suppose if you give the valid input, the system state is going to change into valid input, means system is going to behave, is going to perform, is going to give valid result. Now if you provide the invalid input, the system state is going to change and now it is going to give invalid performance. So based on the input, the system behavior will change. So from one state it goes to another state based on the input. Definition: change of state from one state to another, present using state transition diagram or state graph diagram, and identify states, inputs and outputs. So in this state graph testing, you need to identify the inputs, and based on the input how the system state changes, and when the state changes what output you will get, that you need to identify, and these all things you are going to represent in a state transition diagram. Another definition: workflow modeling where depending on the current state and different combinations of input variables, specific workflows are carried out resulting in new output. In this testing, testers provide both positive and negative input values and record the system behavior. So based on the current state, it is going to give you the different behavior based on the different inputs. So in this state graph transition diagram testing, you are going to show both positive and negative input values and how the system behaves for this both type of input, how it changes the states. Analysis of the problem and developing an understanding. Now let us take an example. Now suppose if you insert the ATM card, okay, and when you insert the ATM card it is going to ask for the pin, okay. Now suppose if you enter the pin here, and if this pin is not valid, okay, it is going to give you the second chance, okay. Now even if this is not valid, then it is going to give you the third chance, okay. Even all the three chances are not valid, then the ATM card will be blocked here. It will be blocked. So here it is changing the state. See, based on the input, so what type of input you are providing, based on that input the system behavior will change here. Now see, now if you give here valid input, then it is going to change the system state, that is access to account. It is going to take you to the access to your account. Now for second time also, if you give correct pin, then also it is going to give you access to your account, and third time also if you give your correct input, it will going to give access to your account. So this is how based on the input it is changing the states of the system, behavior of the system. So in the diagram, states are shown in boxed text and the transition is represented by arrows. So this is the same example of ATM withdrawal, and these boxes are nothing but it is showing the states, how it is changing from one state to another state, and this is transition flow, how is the flow from one state to another state. So you're going to go to the ATM machine. You're going to insert the card there. Okay. First state will be, it is going to read the card. See, based on the ATM card which you insert, the system state is going to change now. It is going to read the card. And based on the card reading, it is going to tell you whether it is a valid card or invalid card. If it is an invalid card, again it will ask you to insert it once more. And if it is valid card, it is going to ask you, see now again the state changes now. If it is a valid card, it is going to ask you the next state. Next state is that you need to enter now PIN number here. Now even here, based on the input, it is going to change the state. If yours is invalid input, invalid PIN, then again it is going to ask you to enter the valid PIN. Okay. Now suppose if you enter the valid PIN, then now the state changes here. Based on the valid PIN, the state changes here. Now it is going to ask you select transaction type here. Okay. Now if you select the transaction type, now suppose, yes, there are various options here. Okay. Balance is there here. You can inquire the balance, you can withdraw the amount, or you can print the statements. So many options are available. So based on which option you select, according to that, it is going to change the state of that system. So if you select balance inquiry, then it is going to display the all balance of your account. So it changes the state in display statement. Okay. Now suppose if you select the withdrawal amount, then it changes the next state, that is, it is going to allow you to withdraw the amount, that is dispense amount. And then after dispense amount, it is going to again show you the balance. See, it is again going to show you the balance. Next, it changes the state. Okay. And also, if you want to take the printing, okay, see, whatever is displaying on the screen, it is going to change now to the next state, that is print statement. Okay. Then once more, if you want to perform any transactions, or if you want to insert one more time card, you can show it changes to the next state, idle. See, you can see here the state. Okay. See, after withdrawal amount, after balance inquiry, and after card is blocked, all these three arrows are shown to the idle state. That means once more it is going to ask you to insert the card. So anything is performed invalid here. Okay, it is going to ask you to perform once more that task. So this is how based on the card which I inserted, it has changed the state. System state has changed to reading card, and based on the reading card, next state it has changed to enter PIN, and based on the valid PIN, the next state it has changed to select transaction on type, and based on the transaction of type you select, it is going to change to the next state. If you select the withdrawal, it is going to change to the withdrawal. If you select the balance inquiry, it is going to change to the balance inquiry. If you select the print statement, this all. So it is going to change the states of the system based on the input which you provide. Generate sequence of test actions. So how you can design the test cases for this? See here. So at the beginning, give the test case numbers here. These are the test case numbers. So at the beginning, the state of the system is idle. Okay. Now what input you are going to supply? These are the heading here, input. This is the heading, next state, and this is your output. This is the states. So first state is idle. Then after inserting the card, see, after inserting the card, it is going to change to the next state, that is read card. After reading the card, it is going to accept the card. If it is a valid, it is going to accept the card. Okay. So from the idle state, it is going to change to the next state, that is reading the card. So in the reading the card state, it is going to read the card number, barcode, validity. So it will verify whether it is a valid card or no. Okay. Then next state, see, if it is a invalid card or some problem occurs in the card, then it is display window asking to provide PIN. Or if it is a valid. Okay. If it is a invalid details, it is going to take you again to the idle state. If it is a valid, now it is going to display window asking to provide pin here. Okay, next state is now enter pin. Now in enter pin, suppose if invalid pin is enter, once more it is going to take you the next state is enter pin only. See, read pin, it is going to allow you to do 3 attempts. If all 3 attempts are not correct, then again it is going to take you to the idle state, that is output which you will get is block card. Okay. Next state, enter pin. Now this time it is a valid pin. If it is a valid pin, it is going to take you to the next state, select transaction type, and what output you will get, it will display transaction menu. Then next state is select transaction type. If you select here balance inquiry input, if you give balance inquiry input, then next state it is going to take you to the process, it will show, and it will display the statement. If you select here display statement, then if you give the input option, you need to provide here the input. Based on the input, it is going to take you to the next state and then eject card. And if print option is selected, if you give different input, now it is going to print, and what output you will get is print statement. So next state is print statement. Okay. Then after printing, you can eject the card. This is the input, and then again it is going to take you to the idle state. So print statement and card ejected. Now suppose if you select another transaction type, withdrawal. Okay. Then if it is valid, then it will allow you to dispense the amount. This is the next state, and then dispense amount. Okay. Next state is dispense. Okay. You are not going to provide any input here. Okay, it will display the, after collecting the cash, it will display statement, next state, and this is your output. Okay, here also same. Print statement, next state. Now suppose the next state, if you select, that is print statement, that is eject card, it is going to take you the idle line, it is going to print statement and card ejected. Now select transaction type. See, if withdrawal amount option selected, check for adequate amount. If no adequate amount, if there is a problem in withdrawing, then again it is going to take you the which state? Idle state. You need to eject the card, and once more you need to insert it. So these are the various test cases. How you are going to write the test cases for state transition diagram. Here the more focus you are going to do on the states. How the system state changes. How it goes from one state to another state based on the input. So this is how the state transition diagram, state graph diagram is going to help the black box tester to identify the different states, and based on the different inputs, how the system state changes. In the next session, we'll come up with some new concept. Thank you.